Getting approval from the kookaburras. So hey guys, welcome to another video, and this one is a garden update for you all right before I go into surgery. I said that with a bit too much excitement. So yeah, I go into for surgery tomorrow to get my pins out of my ankle. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you guys my winter garden whilst moving all of this down the backyard. Okay, maybe not all of it, but as much as we can. And pretty much to show you everything that's been going on in the garden, especially as I've been away for most of winter, and hopefully preparing it to last through potentially not much input from me over spring. So let's go. Come with me on another, who knows what's going to happen, day in the garden. Oh my god. So I guess firstly why we're up here at the mulch pile and the top garden, I have laid the mulch down here and redid my dry river bed that was covered in dirt and just leaf mulch. This random tree just started to grow in the middle of it, so it's sitting here now. Ta-da! This is my lemon myrtle here, and I was really wanting one of the cinnamon myrtles, so I took down a grevillea that was not thriving at all. It had been here for the 10 years and hadn't really flowered at all, so it's been cut down, and now we've got this little guy in. Yeah, can't wait for him to grow bigger, and the plan is to get some salt bush up here, put around my myrtles, and just go with the mint bush, maybe a midgeonberry, to kind of make this a bit of a native food edible area. One other thing I it wasn't quickly, so you can see my neighbour's bamboo. Those roots are all through here. It just took me forever, so I redid these side little garden beds that sit right under them and dug out all those roots. Yeah, that was an epic job. They are evil roots. And then thinned out some kangaroo paw that I had down the backyard to plant up here and hopefully make this more of a bit of an Australian entryway coming in. My garden is a little bit just mixed and messy. I go through phases. You can see a ton of Aussie stuff, native stuff through here, and then mixed in that there's like a gerbers are over there, and then down here we've got Zoe's peach tree. So cute. Is the peach is getting these little tiny cute flowers on it. So this is going to be the first year that we've had this tree through a season. So I'm super excited to see its transition and just how it changes through the year. If you're wondering what the duck is, it's just covering up one of my pipes with compost in it. So yeah, that pipe's just in the ground. It's got drilled holes in it, and I intermittently put compost in there, coffee grounds, Ruby's rabbit poop, and then the idea is it slowly seeps into the soil. Now let's get some herbs. It's kind of multi-purpose, bush mint for teas, but then also that they both kind of do need a prune. They are getting a bit up there. Yeah. Bushmint is definitely one of my most favourite plants. It smells amazing, looks amazing, it's got the cutest little flowers. So that's the bushmint. It actually is pretty full, but might as well keep it stocked up. All the bugs that came out of the bushmint. So that garden is pretty much unchanged. I do want to redo the garden bed with a newer pallet wood, and probably this time stand them upright. I think that would kind of look cute. So you can see through here, even though we're in the yard with the dogs, everything is covered. The possum, the bandicoot, and I have a bush mouse that all come in here when the dogs are asleep inside and just devour everything. I guess it's a sign that my soil is really good, as my trying to put a positive swing on losing everything to wildlife. So yeah, unfortunately I've had to cover everything up, even though it's right at the entry to the house, and where two kelpies and a rabbit just wander around. So you can see I have a mix of herbs. So I've got some holly basil, some thyme, some sage, mixed in with a random gum tree that actually just started growing in this pot. I can move it, but mixed in with raspberry vines, an avocado tree. I have 3 pineapples there, which I don't even know if they're going to fruit in Sydney, but they are in there. There's a finger lime in there, and then some garlic and leeks. Oh, and we also have yarrow back there too. And my nasturtium is climbing. It's a bit of a surprise every year of what decides to climb up here. I just let it self-seed. Last year it was passion fruit. There's been tomatoes, peas, and this year the nasturtiums decided to take over. So this tomato tree was actually from last year. It didn't fruit at all through spring and summer last year, but it's been producing through winter, so I've just let it grow, and I'm actually think it's going to have a good season this spring. There's tons of flowers on it. Yeah, so it's just a bit of a surprise when I've just let it go, because nature knows what it's doing. So my olive got really hit last year by a bug, so I had to really chop it back, so I'm going to be surprised to see how it comes back this year. And then my pomegranate started to leaf again, a sign that spring's coming. And lemon tree is doing pretty well. And then a baby lemon tree. This is an offcut of this one that I've just propagated. They love it here because they get the heat off the window, and this gets pretty much full sun for the whole day when it's not overcast. But yeah, so that is where I have to take the mulch. So we're going from up there, down there. I did a dry one with the wheelbarrow. It's too steep to wheelbarrow down, so I just have to do little bucket loads with this grey bucket here, and it's a good all body workout, which is part of gardening I love. That's like that physical exercise, getting your body moving and doing something that's productive and feels worthwhile out in nature, and you're getting dirty. So yeah, I think we'll get a bucket load and go down, and I'll show you what we've been doing down there. Here I was about to say that I'd finally found a balance with the wildlife, because they've been pretty good through winter, probably hibernating. And then put mulch down and put kangaroo paw with roots. Bandicoot loves it. So one of my big jobs since the mulch has come has been just laying these rocks, they're massive rocks, these massive rocks, just around the chicken's coop. And up to the banana. I was hoping to get their, hey ladies, I was hoping to get their coop upgraded before the surgery, but there's like so many things that I have to do and want to do, and yeah, sorry ladies, it just didn't happen. I know I'm being mean at the moment because I'm not letting you out to scratch up everything, hey? Because when I do let them out, it takes me like a good hour to clean up their mess. Hey? Oh, did you just peck your friend? Angry? You're looking at an angry little chicken right now. Peck your friend. Hey? Okay, now let's get this mulch down. You're gonna fall over. I know. And welcome down to the food forest area, which is coming along so well. I'm actually really happy with the progress, even though I kept having battles with the wildlife trying to figure out where they're getting through, how they're getting through. And then I just came to realize that I think like a possum, I don't think I'm going to stop a possum unless I cover the whole thing, which I didn't want to do that. So this poor orange tree got completely devoured. It's getting little tiny new leaves are coming back. And then this mandarin tree, the top of it got hit. In here, this is where I'm going to put the mulch now. So this is my lime, mandarin tree, feijoa, midgeonberries just here, lemongrass at the end, another lime tree that I planted from a propagation, and then mixed in with natives. So I've got kangaroo paw growing, a tree that I don't even know actually, if anyone knows what this tree is. It just self-seeded, so I'm letting it go. And then this little guy, she's beautiful. I have spread paper daisy seeds everywhere through here, especially around the edges. So I'm hoping as spring and summer come, I get a full burst of native colours. But for the moment, we've got these guys flowering. And some little tiny purple flowers on that mint, native mint. Oh, this looks like there's some more on this one too. I've got a whole bunch of different varieties of mints, of like their native mints. Yeah, that's a native mint. I was just thinking if that was a mint or a rosemary. We don't want that. So yeah, this one, guys, is the one I don't know what it is. Not that I've done any research to figure out what it is. So you can see it is just a massive mix of natives and edibles. I've got tomatoes that have just randomly popped up. I just stuck these salvia propagations in to get some flowers for later and to fill in the space. But guess what happened? So you can't even see me. See, I'm someone who is constantly taking up new hobbies and I deep dive into them so much. Gardening is one of them. Coming up soon, I definitely want to do a deep dive into Japanese woodworking. I want to figure out how to mill some of the fallen gums in here and just make some really cool benches and furniture. But for the moment, 2 days ago, I thought I would attempt to start knitting. I'm a crocheter, if you don't already know, so I thought it would be really easy. It is not, and I have a massive swollen finger because of it. I don't know if you can tell the size difference. So, and that's why it's clean. So I'm doing all this gardening with this, not using this finger. It is so swollen, the skin is stretched. Who would think you'd get an injury from knitting? Hardcore grannies out there. Yeah, so that's the latest hobby. Yeah. Okay, I'm procrastinating so I don't have to walk all the way back up and get another load of mulch. But let's go. So I painted these last week. I didn't tell anyone else that lives in the house and no one has noticed them. So I'm just going to see how long it takes. That's just the top to the chicken's water pipe. If you see it, like, probably needs some water actually. It lasts them forever. So you fill it up from here and it goes down. Goes down underneath. And yes, I actually got the hand railings done, so I think they actually look pretty good in the grey. Oh, and we're back. Oh my god, what even is that? Is that a pillowcase? Is that a pillowcase? Oh my god, the things that you find in mulch piles. It's a bit gross. While we're up here, procrastination break, I'm going to show you. So I have these gorgeous flowers here. I don't know what they are. They actually really well match my gerberas, and I love the orange purple colour scheme that I actually have going up here at the moment. But these ones are pretty special because I've got them out of my grandma's garden. They grow really easy, but they came out of her house that they'd lived in since, you know, she was first married and first had a home, and when she moved out into a retirement village after my grandfather died. So yeah, I grabbed them and just planted them, and they grew really well. Just sort of a nice, really nice orange burst of colour. Please let me know if you know what they are. My little homemade bee hotel. Another broken helmet with some more succulents in it. If you have any other ideas of what to grow in like small, it's only got about this much of soil. You can see it's like that much of soil can kind of go in there, and yeah, that one's growing really, really well actually. I have tried strawberries, but they just didn't like it. I don't think they get enough water in there. More of my kitchen garden in here. Pretty much anything you see covered up is my kitchen garden, because that's what gets eaten. Let's go, another load. Oh. So this part here was sort of my semi-attempted plan of being the native garden, which starts a little bit in the food forest and then goes out into the outside area there. And it's doing really well, but the bush turkey just comes and destroys it. Let's take you out. Yeah, so the bush turkey just comes and rips it to shreds. Okay, that's a joint effort between the bandicoot and the bush turkey. And I don't want to net it. I don't want to net anything out here in the native area. So I guess good news, the pineapple I planted down here in the last episode in autumn that I thought was going to die is actually coming back. So the leaves have gone yellow, which I guess is expected over winter, but it's getting some new green growth. My poor banana though. Yeah, my poor banana got eaten by something, and that's one of those red dwarf bananas. I was so happy to put one of them in, so excited. And because my other banana trees have never been eaten, I actually didn't put anything around it. And yeah, something ate it. So the compost is working hard, doing its thing over here by itself. It's like garden gold. And filtering all those sticks out, goes into there, produces amazingly nutritious, yummy food and beautiful flowers, and just an incredible garden. And all I have to do is turn it every now and then. I don't know if that really worked. It's really hard with this finger. It's actually surprisingly annoying. So this guy and this guy are left over from when I very first started planting natives down here with zero plan at all. And then obviously things have evolved and I wanted to try grow edibles. So yeah, this guy's been attacked by wallabies so many times, so he hasn't been really thriving. I'm hoping with the fence up and some good mulch, this might be his year. Okay. So, I just fell down the stairs coming down and yeah, lost half the bucket load. It was okay, it was just like a slight little slip, but this is my sign to have a coffee break. I think it's looking pretty good. So yeah, today I don't think anything's critical, but it's just about getting whatever mulch loads I can down into the garden, going on to the most important ones first, I guess. And also it's about spending time outside in the garden before I go into hospital and have to be stuck in a room, and yeah. But don't worry guys, I will be outside as soon as I get home. And if I can, I'm going to come home the same day. But behind this rock there is a tree down, and then there's this tree that goes through the garden, and then there's this dead tree here. They're the ones that I would like to build the wood for to make some amazing furniture. This whole area needs to be mulched too. These native gardens all through here. Whether or not that happens today or it just gets left natural for a while. That needs to be filled. But throughout winter, what I noticed in observing the sun pattern is it gets a 0 sun because the house is there and it blocks the northern sun. So planting is going to be a creative challenge. Any ideas on edibles that go in the shade? So I've just transplanted some kangaroo paws down here, and so many kangaroo paws to divide, and trying to find room for them all because I hate throwing plants. So I'm going to see if put them all through here, possibly down there too maybe. But all this garden down here is, and same with back over there, is I've just left it go natural. So I weed it, but majority of it, that's all I do. I go through and rake the footpaths at times, and then just do chop and drop for things that are getting a little bit overgrown. But besides that, it's just whatever nature wants to grow, and whatever seeds fall and grow and survive, that's what goes there. I've got some amazing natives growing. Well, they're all natives, but some amazing native flowers growing. I'll take you down there. The footpath down is not for the faint-hearted. Nothing is on this steep property. Yeah, get these guys. So this guy is about to flower. There's one of him here too. And then there's that spiky grevillea. I don't know what it's called, but it's so spiky. Those spikes. Oh, maybe it's not a grevillea actually. You know, there was a time where I knew all the names of everything, and I could remember it. But yeah, a bit too many concussions mixed with trauma and perimenopause, 3 things that impact brain health, and yeah, my brain just doesn't retain that info anymore, which is really, really annoying, and I get self-conscious that it makes me sound really dumb all the time, but I'm learning to accept it and yeah, just go with the flow and do everything I can to protect my brain. Just pre-warning to mountain bikers out there, or anyone who does sports where concussions are a thing, and then yeah, mixing them with trauma has the same impact on the brain as concussions. So that's just another one to be wary of. All this was sort of happening to me when none of that was out there. So that is just a little bit of a story about why I'm always questioning things and not knowing stuff. So right now I could not be one of those people that says the scientific names for all my plants in my garden. Nope, they are just planted because I love them and I love nature and they make me happy. So that's it. And down here it's just nature being nature. So I have to say, when I said I don't do much down here, when we first got here I did heaps down here, actually, just in this part forward. So this part here, it had a ton of non-natives growing and weeds and a lot more lamandra than what's there right now. Yeah, I kind of just cleared it so the natives could grow. So this guy was a little tiny seedling and I just gave him the space to grow. And same with this guy. And then this year the wattle acacias come up. They're super fast growing, and the casuarina, which I was hesitant of because obviously we've got bush right there and we're the first house to be impacted if a bushfire came through. But we've been getting glossy black cockatoos in these ones here, and they are, you know, kind of fighting for survival in suburbia just with food sources and habitat. And the thing with the glossies is they don't eat the seeds from every casuarina, and they don't actually know why. So if you've got a tree where they eat them and it drops seeds, it's kind of like let that grow because that's going to be another food source for them. So because they're eating from this one up here, I am letting them all grow around here so the glossies have good food source. And I've planted a macadamia tree up there as a like substitute for them when it gets nuts. Oh, so you get a closer look. That's the one I want to mill. This amazing gum that fell down. Oh, and my favourite little vine is in full bloom at the moment. It's so amazing. Let's go back through here. Won't let them miss up. Ta-da! So, the first swale. And just coming out of winter, so it's doing pretty well. The apple tree's got no leaves on it still, but they're starting to come back. Little tiny ones. Hardly something's getting in the netting and eating my snow peas. That could only be a mouse, couldn't it? So if you remember from my last video, this was a plant I got from the council giveaway, and in that last video it was down here for the autumn one. So only a couple months and it's already up there. And then I've got another apple here. He was the one I had growing in a pot from a seed. It was doing amazingly in a pot. And then I planted it when it lost its leaves, so it was kind of like a bare root plant. And of course, I planted it and something came in and ate the tops of the sticks. So, it's now completely wrapped in wire. Well, you probably can't see, there's the wire. Oh my god, just to give it a chance. It's here because the other apple's just there. And that one has 3 species on it, from memory. So it's okay for pollination, but this guy was just from seeds, so he's just there. So when they do start to fruit, he'll be able to get pollinated. And this, right where he is, he gets a super good amount of water flow, amazing amount of sun. And that together with my thornless blackberry up here. that also got eaten by something. I think just assume if I show you something, it has been eaten by wildlife in its lifetime. Oh, so borage is in full growth. I wonder what tomatoes they're going to be. They just popped up out of the compost that I put down before winter. But it's a nice bushy tomato bush, looking pretty good. Yum, yum, yum. Oh no, what is this? Are they little bugs? Is that normal? I don't know. So, the rain's coming. I'm going to call out pause/stop on the mulching. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with what I got done this morning. The rain's really nice when you're hot like this. It's just sprinkling. Okay. Go around and close all the gates. How's the soft peanut butter of rain? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you loved this video. It was a bit different from normal, just super quick, no fancy B-rolls or filming on my Sony camera. Just a quick natural GoPro take in the garden. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you loved this video. I would absolutely love it if you give us a comment below with anything that you would like. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, stay tuned for the Tassie videos, the truck makeover, and my epic bikepacking trip that almost killed me. No, not literally, but I was hating the world on that trip. Yeah, I can laugh now, so stay tuned for that one, for everything that happened. Yeah, have an awesome day, an awesome week, an awesome month. Love you guys. See ya.